What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Professor Layton vs. Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. If you missed the end of the last one, you should see it. Some pretty big things happened. And if you don't remember what it was the fact that Professor Layton came out... Okay, hold on. I gotta back up a little more before that. So, we were able to make it seem like Darklaw is the guilty party. Of course, we did that by proving that she has a neck injury, so now we can get her onto the witness stand. But the only reason we can do that is because Layton said he would prove Bazilla guilty by standing on the prosecutor's bench. Yes. Yes. Alright, let's get a move on. Oh, man. Oh, this is good.
Professor, but what are you doing?
What am I doing, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, you were supposed to show up with some decisive evidence and save the day, Professor.
I'm afraid my only concern here is the truth.
The truth?
The truth behind the real identity of the Great Witch, Espella Cantabella. If seeking the truth requires us to stand on opposite sides of the courtroom, then so be it. I expect you to defend Miss Cantabella with everything you've got, Mr. Wright.
Court is now back in session. Are you prepared, High Inquisitor? So long as I remain on the witness stand, I am no longer High Inquisitor. Simply Darklaw will suffice. Miss Darklaw, I'd like to just confirm something. A moment ago, we established that you were, in fact, present at the bell tower during the time of the incident. That makes a total of 3 people at the scene. It would appear that was the case. However, you managed to stay hidden from 10 different guards. With the help of this right here, the robe of invisibility. In other words, there is every reason to be suspicious of your actions tonight. Lady Darklaw, while I cannot believe you would deceive us in such a way, I ask that you tell the court what happened at the time of the incident. Very well. The town square was to be... The town square was to be the parade's final stop. I patrolled the perimeter to ensure nothing was amiss. As I passed by the bell tower, a pair of small footprints leading inside caught my eye. I went inside to investigate. I had my own reasons for not allowing any one of those vigilantes to see me. I climbed the stairs up the bell tower and saw an intruder inside with their back turned. I proceeded to apprehend them. Hold on. That was short. You apprehended the intruder. While I hold the position of High Inquisitor, there are often times when I must partake in various secret tasks unbeknownst to the citizens of Labyrinthia. One of those tasks being ensuring the security of the storyteller. Security? As such, there is nothing odd nor suspicious about my actions tonight. I see. Defender, you may now begin your interrogation. Let's see, the town square was to be the parade's final stop, patrolling the perimeter.
Hold it!
Nothing was amiss. You mean there was no immediate threat to the storyteller, right? Now you tell me, Defender. Surely you remember the final part of the story. She must mean the part about the storyteller's death. There is little possibility of changing the outcome of what has already been written in the story. However, there are still those who would challenge the story and make an attempt at changing the inevitable. That is what I, too, think. What's up? Did you notice something? You could say that. It's just, look at Kira. She's been looking down in the dumps since the start. Oh, right, Kira. I honestly forgot she was still here. That's cold. Not only that, she looks sort of scared, too. You're right. We can't afford to forget about her. I wonder if Kira has anything else she could tell us. I've got to remember to question her the second I see an opening. Well, obviously, I would do that, yeah. As I passed by the bell tower, a pair of small footprints leading inside caught my eye.
Hold it!
Those must have been Miss Kira's footsteps from when she stuck into the bell tower, right? Indeed. The ground outside was quite muddy after the rain, so her footprints were easily visible. Right. According to the vigilante's testimony... They thought the footprints looked like Foxy's, but it turned out they weren't hers. That's right. Her footprints would have contained a mark where her stiletto had been. But the footprints I saw at the bell tower contained no heel mark at all. And you stepped inside those footprints on your way up the stairs so as not to leave your own and risk being detected, correct? Exactly. At that time, my main task was to ensure the safety of the town square. In doing so, it was of the utmost importance that no one knew of my presence there. Had the townspeople noticed your presence there, it would undoubtedly have raised some suspicion. Indeed. So naturally, that is why I did not wish to be noticed by the vigilantes. Therefore, it was imperative that I mask any traces of my being there, even if it meant utilizing another's footprints. I see. A clever tactic worthy of the High Inquisitor herself. Is there anything off about her testimony just now? I can't... well, okay, this is what I would have said. There's something very wrong. But, in Ace Attorney games, there is always an occasion where there's nothing wrong and you're just supposed to leave it alone. Okay, there is something very wrong. I can't believe I used a hid coin for a 50-50. Oh, that was funny. Miss Darklaw. It's because I'm in a corner, only 2 lives left, man. I just noticed something in your testimony that's very relevant to the case. The defense requests you amend your testimony. You just can't help letting that ridiculous imagination of you... okay. Take 2. You just can't help letting that ridiculous imagination of yours run wild, can you? The Inquisition has no objections. Very well. The witness will amend her testimony. Where's Luke, by the way? Just chillin'? There was no heel on the footprints, so as I ascended the stairs, I was careful to match my footsteps to them.
Hold it!
Miss Darklaw, what was your reason for going up into the bell tower alone? It is as I said earlier. I was in the town square to make sure the area was secure. Okay, but surely you had some inkling that Bazilla might have been lurking around there somewhere, right? Wouldn't it have been a lot better if you went into the bell tower with some backup from the vigilantes? Defender, you witnessed the summoning of the fire dragon with your own eyes, did you not? 10 more people at my side against a power such as that would only mean 10 more lives lost. Ooh, how noble. She's got a point there. And besides, even if those 10 had been with me, their combined strength is nary that of even Barnum's annoying mutt. No objections here. Say, Nick, about Darklaw's testimony, I think I noticed something kind of fishy. Me too. It'd probably be a good idea to give the court record another check, just in case. Okay, I'll take a look, but... Let's see. No heel on the footprints, so as to ascend... it's probably this sketch they want me to present, but... What is it about this that they want me to present? Does she also wear heels or something? I'll present it. I don't really know why, though.
Objection!
At least they're nice enough to sort of really spoon-feed me what I needed to know. What I have here is a sketch of the footprints left at the bell tower. So tell me, Miss Darklaw, are these your footprints in this sketch? It would appear so. I would never mean to offend the hard work of Labyrinthia's vigilantes, but tonight's task was mine and mine alone. Okay. When you put it that way, I can't help but notice a contradiction. What did you say? Miss Darklaw, you stated the following. When you climbed the stairs, the footprints had no heel, so you tried to match your footsteps to them as far as possible. However, if you look at the actual footprints that were left behind, you can clearly see that not only is the heel present, but so is the entire foot. If you were trying so hard to step on the footprints already there, then the footprints in this sketch shouldn't have heel marks. Maybe she's wearing boots, you never know. That is very true, although I do not think such a small detail is of much importance in the long run. I agree, it's a small detail, Your Honor, but that's not all I noticed. For once, Phoenix is ahead of me. There was something very telling about Miss Darklaw's testimony. Telling, you say? She stated that she stepped onto the footprints that were already at the scene in order to disguise her presence. Now there's something strange there. Specifically, why were these footprints left at the crime scene in the first place?
Objection.
Mr. Wright. Yes, Professor? Tell me, can you show the court why this seemingly minor detail is odd? I can't exactly do that at the moment. Who can say whether or not these footprints are indeed worthy of concern? And if it is an issue, then what exactly are the implications? That, above all, is what you must answer, Mr. Wright. I do not believe you can assert that this is a blatant contradiction this time. Oh, at this time. There he goes again, flexing that amazing brain of his. Speak! What is it, Miss Kira? Oh. It's nothing, really. What the heck was that about? Speak up, woman! It looked like Kira definitely had something she wanted to say just now. It would appear the witness has nothing to add. Lady Darklaw, will you please continue with your testimony? Of course. Coward! Anyway, Darklaw shouldn't be able to explain her way out of trouble much longer. There's got to be something more to those footprints, but what? I guess I can try pressing it and seeing if she responds at all.
Hold it!
Miss Darklaw, what was your reason for going up into the bell tower alone? It is as I said earlier, I was in the town square to make sure the area was secure. But surely you had some inkling. Yes, we already read this before. Just waiting to see if Kira says something. Fire Dragon, 10 more. Vigilantes are useless. I agree. Dang. Okay. Oh, go back. This one. Okay.
Hold it!
What were those reasons? The reasons for not including the vigilantes? They relate to protecting the storyteller. It was something I was to carry out at that particular time. Did it perhaps have something to do with what was already decided upon in the story? The storyteller's word is absolute. Therefore, any and all of those who make an attempt to alter his will must be dealt with immediately.
Hang on!
Excuse me, Miss Kira. Witness! Oh, yes? Figures. She really doesn't remember her own name. You seem to be deep in thought about something. Did you remember anything regarding the High Inquisitor's testimony? No, I'm sorry. Nothing in particular. It's just, I'm a little disappointed in myself. I traveled all the way here to Labyrinthia in order to fulfill my mission, but all I managed to do was fail and end up being captured. Regardless of your own failure, Miss Kira, the storyteller did die as was foretold, did he not? Tonight, as the rain came pouring down over the town, I arrived at my designated location. Naturally, the bell tower was surrounded by guards on patrol, 10 to be exact. I was very nervous. She must be talking about the vigilantes. Just relax. You'll be fine so long as you're wearing this robe, I kept telling myself. Little did I know I was wrong. But none of this would have happened if I was just a little more careful. Enough! I would be thinking more about atoning for your past crimes and less about what could have been if I were you. Is there anything wrong with Kira's testimony? There is something odd, but I don't know what it is yet. Hold on 1 second. About your testimony, Miss Kira. You were thinking to yourself that so long as you had your robe on, you'd be fine. So she took it off? That's right, So basically, you were wearing the robe the whole time you were on the top floor of the bell tower, is that right? Yes, I had it on the entire time. That is, until I was attacked. Then my robe was ripped off by the wind. Miss Kira, this is the first time we've heard any mention of this information. Is that so? I think I must have just forgotten. Your Honor, perhaps we should update this piece of evidence in the court record. Right you are. Invisibility robe worn by Kira when she was attacked? Okay. Lady Darklaw, please continue your testimony. She looks mad. Climbed the stairs up the bell tower and saw an intruder with her back turned. Nope, you can't. Nope, that's impossible. Wait, that's impossible. Where's the robe? She says, saw an intruder inside with their back turned, but she couldn't have seen it. Or she shouldn't have been able to seen it, because she had the robe on.
Objection!
So the person you saw when you entered the bell tower was actually Miss Kira. The only problem with that is that it would have been impossible. Oh yes. What are you talking about, Defender? Miss Kira, or should I say, the witness, stated that while she was waiting on the upper floor of the tower, she was wearing her invisibility robe. Therefore, there's no way Miss Darklaw would have been able to see the witness. Oh, you're quite right. Of course I'm quite right. I'm always quite right. Anyone wearing this robe becomes invisible. Right, but there is just one particular group that can see anyone dressed in this robe. And who is that exactly? Only residents of the Eldwitch Woods are able to see the robe. If you're from the Eldwitch Woods, then you'll have absolutely no problem seeing this thing.
Objection.
So, what you are saying, Mr. Wright, is that Miss Darklaw here actually hails from the Eldwitch Woods, is that correct? And that she knew this girl prior to tonight. That's right, Professor. What is this? Ooh, almost lost my voice there. A most impressive display, Mr. Wright. However, there is one detail that you appear to have overlooked. Is it the flower? Oh no. It's the flower. Something I overlooked? You say Miss Darklaw saw something she should not have been able to see. However, the truth is that there is one other possibility as to what occurred tonight. Did he just say what I think he said? It's rather easy to work out. Quite simply, the witness was not wearing the robe in the first place. What are you talking about, Inquisitor? This witness has proven her memory of tonight's events to be quite unreliable. I believe that by the time she climbed the bell tower, she had, in fact, already removed her robe. What? 'Tis as you say, Inquisitor. As you can see, Defender, your assertion here is mere speculation at best. Your little witness here has been lying to the court the entire time. It's as simple as that. Aw, poor Kira. That's enough! Lady Darklaw, how could you? How could you simply abandon us? How could you betray us? Betray? Witness, what is the meaning of this? Lady Darklaw, you are the mistress of the Eldwitch Woods. You are the one responsible for handing us our tasks. What? Oh yes. Oh yes. This wretched girl is nothing more than a detestable spawn of magic. Her words cannot be taken seriously. People of Labyrinthia, I ask you, what am I if not a loyal daughter of this fair town? No! You're lying, Lady Darklaw. When I was waiting up there at the top of the bell tower, I was most certainly wearing that robe. Lady Darklaw, you were also wearing a similar robe, were you not? Don't you remember? What nonsense! I haven't a clue what you're babbling about. I simply managed to sneak right by those makeshift guards. 'Twas not the most demanding of tasks for someone like me. You're right. That would be true, if you'd been sneaking around by yourself. But she was carrying a spella. Enough! Listen to me and listen well. Continue as you are, and I will see to it that this court be the last place in which you ever set foot. It matters not. The end is already nigh. After the events of today, I shouldn't even be here right now. You're saying that Miss Darklaw was not by herself at the time of the incident tonight? That's right. Lady Darklaw was wearing the invisibility robe. And underneath that robe was a young girl passed out on her back. What? A girl? Could that be? Yes. It was the very same girl imprisoned inside that cage up there. You mean... Espella Cantabella? Oh, bada-bada-bada-ba. Bada-bada-bada-ba. Order! So the accused was carried up the bell tower. My lord, there is nothing left for me to say. 'Tis the word of the High Inquisitor versus that of a witch. Tell me, who would you sooner believe?
Objection.
Miss Darklaw, you of all people should be aware that this isn't a matter of believing or not believing. I'm afraid those are the words that carry no meaning here. The only thing that carries any meaning here within the courtroom is evidence. Don't you agree, Mr. Wright? Yes, absolutely, Professor. And with that being around 23-24 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. So stay tuned tomorrow for the next episode. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye!